sports. It's in the game.
That was the perfect...
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And off we go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 10 carries, 56 yards.
You know he's proud of his standing as the league's #3 rusher, and those linemen in front of him, they're just as proud, but they all have the same goal in mind. Get him to #1 in the league and celebrate a rushing title at the end of the year. That starts with a good game here.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Aaron Browning, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 20. Fighting his way through contact. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Off play action. Wilson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. It's complete. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Mayfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mayfield's this throw brought in here by Mayer. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. They go play action now. Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now it's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, you'll be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 2-point conversions. And now they're up 24-0. So essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
The Raiders offense ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Mayfield to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Mayfield off the play fake. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already? They're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Jerry Jeudy, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Well, 3 completions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
To throw, Mayfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Hunter Renfrow to return it from his in.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give them a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Play action. Now Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos have got it on cruise control.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
From his end zone, here's Renfro. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First down, Mayfield. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
DJ Jones
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
So really a nightmare of a first half for him, Charles. His 2nd lost fumble already.
And when they hand us a stat sheet, Brandon, and we see 2 lost fumbles, we usually think quarterback or running back, don't we? It's not often you see guys on the perimeter lose the ball like that.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Wilson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Out now Andrew Mevis for the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Mevis knocks this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 27. Off the play fake. Wilson.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And quickly they get to the line. Now Wilson on 1st down.
Screen play set up for Williams.
Wilson will throw again.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Get ready. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson punching it in from a yard away.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Mayfield on 1st down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
DJ Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
From the gun, Mayfield. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line.
Wilson's throw complete there to Thomas.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Broncos just continue to roll.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Again, Wilson. this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for two, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And a touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. This is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day.
Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy from 21 yards away.
And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. You ain't going nowhere.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 33 yards that time. Throwing is Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. There's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
From his end zone, here's Renfro. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. He drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. He'll have the first down and more than that. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Vegas.
41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Adams.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. From the red zone now, Mayfield.
Caught by...
And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. There he goes right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a yard.
Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
This would hold in. Again, it's Hooper.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Mayfield now on second down.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Second down, Mayfield. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Aaron Browning able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will remain well behind. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schleprock.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Big loss here as he's taken down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it